Imagine a moment when a single name once again shakes the global entertainment world. Not just because of music, not just because of fame, but because of something far bigger, the power of a personal brand so strong that international media outlets are beginning to pause and ask a surprising question: how did this happen? Hello everyone, welcome back to Jungkook Lover. If you're a loyal fan of BTS or someone curious about the unstoppable global phenomenon surrounding Jungkook, make sure you like this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section, and of course subscribe so you never miss the latest viral news shaking the entertainment world. Because what we're about to talk about today isn't just another celebrity update. This story is turning heads across the globe. For years, Jungkook has been known as the golden Maknae of BTS, the youngest member who seems capable of doing almost everything. Singing, dancing, performing, captivating millions of fans with a single glance. But recently something different has been happening. Something that even seasoned entertainment journalists are starting to notice. Headlines are beginning to shift. Conversations inside media rooms are quietly changing. And slowly a new narrative is forming around Jungkook. Is he simply a global pop star, or is he becoming something much bigger? Across Asia, Europe, and the United States, analysts and entertainment commentators have started discussing a phenomenon that fans have sensed for years: Jungkook's brand power. Not just popularity but influence. The kind of influence that can move trends, shape fashion conversations, dominate streaming charts, and even impact global marketing strategies. What makes this moment even more fascinating is that the conversation didn't start with fans this time. It started with the media. Several international entertainment platforms have recently begun highlighting how Jungkook's individual presence continues to generate massive engagement online. Every appearance becomes a trending topic. Every performance spreads across platforms within minutes. Even short clips of his interactions with fans can rack up millions of views in record time. But numbers alone don't explain the mystery. Many artists have millions of fans, many celebrities trend online. Yet Jungkook's presence seems to trigger something deeper, a reaction that marketing experts describe as organic global resonance. In simple terms, people around the world respond to him instinctively, often without any traditional promotional push. It's the kind of influence brands dream about. Fashion insiders have quietly acknowledged that when Jungkook wears a particular item, it often sells out within hours. Music platforms notice sudden spikes whenever he releases even the smallest teaser. Social media analysts observe that posts involving Jungkook regularly outperform typical celebrity engagement benchmarks. And now, media outlets are beginning to ask a bold question: has Jungkook evolved from idol to global cultural brand? The discussion gained momentum after several high-profile entertainment reports examined the growing reach of his individual influence outside the traditional K-pop ecosystem. While BTS as a group has already reshaped the global music industry, Jungkook's personal trajectory seems to be carving out a unique lane of its own. Some journalists describe him as a bridge figure, an artist who connects different audiences across cultures. Western pop listeners, K-pop fans, fashion enthusiasts, and even casual internet users often find themselves pulled into conversations about Jungkook. But what truly puzzles media observers is how naturally this influence appears to grow. Unlike many celebrities who rely heavily on large marketing campaigns, Jungkook's impact often emerges from spontaneous moments. A casual live stream, a behind-the-scenes clip, a brief appearance at an event. Within hours, those moments transform into viral global discussions. Experts in digital culture suggest that this is one of the clearest signs of authentic brand power. When attention forms naturally rather than through forced promotion, the connection between the public and the figure becomes far stronger. And Jungkook seems to embody that phenomenon. Fans, known worldwide as ARMY, have always believed in his influence. For them, the idea that Jungkook holds massive global impact is not surprising at all. But seeing international media now analyze that same power feels like a new chapter in the story. Suddenly, articles are appearing that examine his market value, his cultural reach, and his ability to capture attention far beyond music charts. Even people who do not actively follow K-pop are starting to recognize his name. Industry observers are especially fascinated by the timing of this shift. The global entertainment landscape is currently evolving faster than ever. Streaming platforms dominate music distribution. Social media drives fan engagement. And individual artists increasingly become brands that represent lifestyle, identity, and global culture. In that environment, Jungkook appears uniquely positioned. His image blends multiple elements that resonate worldwide: charisma, relatability, performance excellence, and an authenticity that fans consistently highlight. When he interacts with fans, it often feels personal rather than distant. When he performs, it carries the intensity of a seasoned global star. But there's also another factor that media commentators are beginning to explore: unpredictability. Jungkook has repeatedly surprised audiences with unexpected collaborations, genre shifts, and artistic experimentation. Each new project seems to reveal another layer of his identity as an artist. This unpredictability keeps audiences watching closely. Entertainment reporters have started comparing this pattern to global icons whose influence expanded far beyond music. The idea isn't that Jungkook is replacing anyone, rather, that he may represent the next evolution of how global stars operate in the digital age. Yet the story becomes even more intriguing when looking at fan culture. ARMY communities around the world play a massive role in amplifying Jungkook's visibility. Their dedication, creativity, and online coordination create waves of attention that ripple across platforms. But fans argue that their support is a response to Jungkook's genuine connection with them. In other words, the influence flows both ways. And perhaps that is the real secret behind his brand power. Not a one-directional relationship between celebrity and audience, but a constantly evolving dialogue between artist and fans. Every new performance, every live stream, every interaction becomes part of a larger story unfolding in real time. The media is only now beginning to analyze what fans have been experiencing for years. But the bigger question remains unanswered. Where does this trajectory lead? Some analysts believe Jungkook could become one of the defining global artists of the next decade. Others speculate that his brand influence may expand into industries beyond music, fashion, entertainment production, or even global cultural initiatives. Yet Jungkook himself often maintains a humble image, focusing primarily on music and performances. This contrast between enormous influence and personal modesty adds another layer of fascination to the narrative. It makes audiences wonder what he might do next. Will his future projects push the boundaries of global pop even further? Could his personal brand eventually reshape how artists connect with worldwide audiences? Or is the world only beginning to see the true scale of Jungkook's cultural impact? As international media continues to investigate and discuss this phenomenon, one thing is becoming increasingly clear: Jungkook's influence is no longer just a fan conversation. It is now a global media story. And the momentum shows no signs of slowing down. Which leads to the question that fans everywhere are now debating passionately, a question that could define the next chapter of this global phenomenon. If Jungkook's brand power is already capturing the attention of international media today, what will happen when his next major move finally arrives? Could it push him beyond the boundaries of K-pop entirely and redefine what a global superstar looks like in the modern era? Or is the world about to witness something even bigger than anyone expected?